Welcome to today's study. Today we're looking at the parable of the sower. The parable of the sower is the most important of all the parables. For Jesus said, if you don't understand this parable, then you won't be able to understand the other parables. Now, we left off last time with looking at the first ground, the hard ground, the path, where Satan comes to steal God's word. When a person doesn't understand the word, Satan is able to steal them. We read John chapter 10, verse 10, where it says, the thief comes not but for to steal, to kill, and destroy. But I am come that he might have life, and might have it more abundantly. So Jesus has come to give us life more abundantly. But we need to understand that word so that Satan cannot steal it and kill us and destroy us. Let's look at the stony ground. Mark chapter 4, verse 5 and 6. And some fell on stony ground, where it had not much earth, and immediately it sprang up, because it had no depth of earth. But when the sun was up, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away. And in Matthew chapter 13, verse 20 and 21. But he that receiveth the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth it. Yet hath he no root in himself, but endureth for a while. For when tribulation and persecution arises because of the word, by and by he is offended. And in Mark chapter 4, verse 16 and 17. And these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground, who when they have heard the word, immediately receive it with gladness, and have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. Afterwards, when affliction and persecution arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. And in Luke chapter 8, verse 13, they on the rock are they which when they hear receive the word with joy, and these have no root, which for a while believe, and in time of tribulation fall away. So we see that these receive the word, they with joy. They have joy when they receive it, and gladness, and they are rejoicing. That word, they understood it, and it started to bring forth happiness and joy. The fruits of the Spirit started to manifest in their lives. But we see here they had what? No depth of earth. They had no root in themselves. So, being they didn't have root in themselves, we notice here it's in themselves. What does it mean to not have root in yourselves? It means they were not spending time themselves in God's word. They were not allowing God's word to take root in them. They were just hearing the word, and they had some understanding when they heard it, and therefore it brought joy and gladness. But when persecution or affliction, different things arose, it came to steal that word, and they would eventually fall away. So we see that Satan is able to steal from them the word, but they had understanding, so they were able to hang on to that word, hang on to that truth for a while. Now, the first three ways that Satan steals, we see here, is the people understand it not. When you don't understand the word. Then the next way Satan steals God's word from you is he brings affliction into your life. Different types of affliction. And then he brings persecution. People persecute you for the word. They mock you because you are believing what God had said. When Satan does these things, if you don't have root within yourself, keep it so you have understanding, you will allow that word to slip, and Satan will steal it from you. Well, my friends, we're out of time for today, so we have to end today's study here, but we'll pick up next time right here and look at some more of the parable of the sower. So until then, my friends, do be blessed and keep God's word in your heart. So until next time, God bless.